This was a devotion from My Utmost for His Highest from a couple of days ago, and I didn't read it that day. I liked it, but I needed to soak it in for a couple of days and try to understand it, how it applied in my life. And how this applies in my life, you know, what we're going through with the COVID situation, sometimes when we hear things from our politicians and sometimes people in the medical field, sometimes other people on Facebook, sometimes it makes us upset. It does me. There are times I think, we just need to get back to doing what we were doing. And then there are times I think, no, I guess we do need to still stay safe and still do what we're doing with keeping shelter in place. But as I read this lesson here from Oswald Chambers and the Bible, because the Bible is the book of instructions, it really tells me to abandon myself and to trust God. And you know what? If I abandon myself and trust God, I should not be griping about things I don't agree with. I should not be voicing my opinion and trashing other people over this COVID situation and how they feel about it. You know what? If I don't like what somebody says, you know what I need to do? I need to pray about it. That's what I did when I was a principal and a teacher. When I was having trouble with, and they were probably having trouble with me too, the parents and the kids and the teachers, but when I was having trouble, I would go to God and just ask Him to handle it. I would gripe about it to my wife here at home, and she got tired of hearing about it. And I found out if I just prayed about it, eventually things were taken care of. God took care of it. But if I griped and griped about it and talked to too many people about my problems, a lot more people got upset and it messed their lives up. So we need to abandon our thoughts and ourselves sometimes and pray when we agree or disagree with things, just that God will handle things because He's the one that's in control, not me. And I should trust Him. What you will get. I will give your life to you as a prize in all places wherever you go. Jeremiah 45:5. Should you then seek great things for yourself? Do not seek them, for I will bring disaster on all people, declares the Lord. But wherever you go, I will let you escape with your life. This is the firm and immovable secret of the Lord to those who trust Him. I will give your life to you. What more does a man want than his life? It is the essential thing, your life as a prize. Means that wherever you may go, even if it is into hell, you will come out with your life and nothing can harm it. Think about the situation we're in right now. So many of us are caught up in exhibiting things for others to see. Our complaints, things like that. Not showing off property and possessions though, but our blessings too. All these things that we so proudly show have to go. But there is something greater that can never go, the life that is hidden with Christ in God. Colossians 3:3. For you died and your life is now hidden with Christ in God. Are you prepared to let God take you into total oneness with Himself, paying no more attention to what you call the great things of life? Are you prepared to surrender totally and let go? The true test of abandonment or surrender is in refusing to say, well, what about this? Beware of your own ideas and speculations. I have to this hits me right square in the eyes. Beware of my own ideas and speculations. The moment you allow yourself, or I allow myself, to think, what about this? You show that you have not surrendered and that you do not really trust God. But once you do surrender, you will no longer think about what God is going to do. Abandonment means to refuse yourself the luxury of asking any questions. You totally abandon yourself to God. He immediately says to you, I will give your life to you as a prize. The reason people are tired of life is that God has not given them anything. They have not been given their life as a prize. The way to get out of that condition is to abandon yourself to God. And once you do get to the point of total surrender to Him, you will be the most surprised and delighted person on earth. In other words, I guess if I would surrender to God totally and trust Him, I would be very surprised and very delighted all the time instead of getting a little bit uptight about things from time to time. So I guess I have not totally surrendered and abandoned myself to God. And once you do get to the point of total surrender to Him, you'll be the most surprised and delighted person on earth. God will have you absolutely, without any limitations, and He will have given you your life. If you are not there, it is either because of disobedience in your life or your refusal to be simple enough. So I guess when I'm doing all of my complaining, and it's mostly here at home, and Kathy has to be my sounding board, it's because of disobedience to God, and I haven't abandoned myself to Him, and I have not trusted Him. And I need to pray about that. I need to pray about that daily, to abandon myself to God and trust Him and surrender myself to Him and what He wants to do, and let that happen instead of it being my opinion and what I want to do all the time. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day.